Hi everyone, this is Hart Levine from Heart to Heart in partnership with Kaju. Here at Heart to Heart, we work on Jewish life and Jewish outreach on college campuses and beyond. And one of the things we've been working on is compiling information about Jewish resources and Jewish communities on college campuses. Now, I'm going to show you two brand new amazing resources we have for you. One is a map of every college in North America with kosher food. No way. Yes way. So here it is, and you can see the map has 140 colleges listed. And you can search by college names, or you can search by locations to see local colleges with kosher food. But the best is the way the information is sorted, because in reality, not all kosher food is the same. It can range from a full dining plan with 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, to frozen airline food tucked away in some freezer available only by request. Most listings don't differentiate between the two, which can be very misleading and problematic. So here you can sort, and the map is color-coded by different kosher food options. Whether there's a full kosher meal plan or a partial meal plan, only a few meals a week. Whether you have to sign up for a separate kosher meal plan, or if anyone can eat there. And some parents or students might prefer one over the other. We also have colleges which don't have any kosher meal plan, but they have something, whether catered or packaged sandwiches and salads, or local restaurants, or those microwavable airline meals. And then there's campuses which don't have kosher food yet, but it's coming, and they're building it sometime soon. As well as campuses which don't have any kosher food or plans to get it, but there's some press or surveys. You can also sort by the hechsher. And sometimes this is important. There's national Orthodox organizations like the OU, or the local Orthodox kashrut organizations like the Vada Philadelphia, or there's just local Orthodox rabbis. There's also Chabad hechshers, usually the local campus rabbi, and there are some non-Orthodox hechshers, Reconstructionist, conservative. You can also, I guess for fun, search by when the college started having kosher food. And I guess just as an interesting experiment, let's look back in the past 20 years and we can see the timeline of where kosher food grew. And you can see kosher food really took off exponentially on college campuses, especially in the past 5-10 years, up until where we are today. And you'll see whenever you click on one of the bubbles, it has all the information, where, what, who, the address, and it has links for more information, articles of interest, and links to the websites for the dining plans or the restaurant. You can play around with this. Let's say you want a college that has some sort of full meal plan, and you want it to have at least an Orthodox hechsher, and let's say you want it within 100 miles of Baltimore. Well, then here are the 9 colleges you should be looking at. We're constantly updating this map on a daily basis with the newest and most comprehensive information from students on the ground, keeping tab with university officials, and numerous publications and media sources. But let's face it, kosher food isn't the only factor for Jewish life in college. It's an important one, but there are others, especially for religious students. That's why we made our second map, for religious resources on campus. This map is built in a similar way, and you can search by name and location, and you can see all the kosher food options, but there are many more resources for you to use, and by which you can filter. There's the number of Jewish students. So let's say you want a college which has at least 3,000 Jews. Or let's say you want a college which has less than 1,000 Jews. And there's also the percent of students who are Jewish, because a college with 3,000 Jewish, which is 30%, is very different than 3,000 Jews, which is 5% of the university. Then there's a number of Orthodox students. And these numbers come from parent associations, JLIC reports, student estimates, demographics. You'll just see that the scroll bar isn't linear, because most of the colleges are between 0 and 100, aside for YU, which is up to 1,200. You can also see which ones have JLIC. JLIC is a program run by the OU in partnership with Hillel, where they send Orthodox rabbinic couples to support Orthodox students on campus. Just a heads up, this map is somewhat biased toward Orthodox students in need. Many of these resources are common to all, and especially all religious students, but it is geared for Orthodox students. Finally, you can filter by religious resource ranking, which is a score from 1 to 100 we put together based on all the above resources, as well as other factors such as Orthodox community infrastructure, davening, learning, and outreach. The map is color-coded by these rankings, and the legend is on the bottom right. When you click on a college, you'll see all the info there, plus some other info, a number of NTSY alumni, Orthodox rabbis, and there are links where available for the Orthodox community on campus. And on the bottom right of the page, you'll see all the results listed, as well as the associated resource ranking. I'll show you an example. Someone reached out to me. They were looking for a college with a small student body that boasts a JLIC or strong Jewish community, and they didn't think Stern was relevant. So I searched for colleges which had at least a kosher meal plan, and let's say a religious resource ranking of at least 25, and let's say less than 1,500 Jews, so we get the smaller schools. I'll also put the percentage of Jews to be less than 50 to keep out Stern. And here you have your 34 results. You could also search by JLIC campuses, but the only small colleges they're on are the elite Ivy Leagues, and that might not be relevant. You could also search by location. Let's say you wanted ones which are within 40 miles of Boston. Here's your 4. Or you can limit the number of Orthodox students to 5. That narrows down your results to 12. As you can start to tell, there are really unlimited possibilities for what you can search for here. And each student and family really is looking for something different. And this doesn't go into U.S. News and World Report rankings or costs. That's a whole other story. But in terms of Jewish life, this is a tool for you. To use it, just go to thehearttoheartproject.org/koshermap for the kosher map, and thehearttoheartproject.org/map for the resource map. You'll need to request access. You can do that by going to bit.ly/H2H Maps and pay $36 either by check, credit card, or PayPal for complete access for the year. Then we'll send you a username and password, and you can log in on both map sites and search away. Happy hunting!